They never gave y'all the reason why they named this shit superhero and their backstories. Here go the shit that they left out of this movie. They said, fuck this shit. They were the explanation about after the fight with Gas. They said, fuck this whole arc where you learn that Trunks and Goten become Saiyaman X and X2. They skipped out him. I feel like he was important to the story because he was the android that fought Goten and Trunks, and it allowed Dr. Hito to watch that shit, that whole fight. After Trunks and Goten's whooped Beta's ass, that's when he said he'll make stronger and cooler ones than them so-called heroes, and he liked their cake, right? Now, this shit was left out the movie. Bulma went to Trunks to talk to them about what's going on with Dr. Hito. Goten's pulled up, she let them know what was going on, but they was grounded, but she ungrounded them to go help Piccolo and them out. So that's when she had jumped in her car. Then this part was in the movie. This is where you first saw Goten and Trunks and Bulma. They popped up in the movie. But this is the difference though right here, right? So they was excited to see Gamma and 1 and 2, right? This where fucking Piccolo tries to give Gohan Sensu Beam, but he tells him that he can't see. So after that, right, Goten and Trunks go into their form right here. They didn't put this in the movie. And they go out there and go fight Cell Max with Gamma 1 and 2. So they ran up, try to double punch it, right? He hit their ass with the tail, knocked their ass out. So they just got their ass fucked up. Piccolo and them was looking at him like, damn, what the fuck? Hey, they ain't been training at all? Fucking Bone was like, they were grounded for over half a year, so no. But it's like, don't trip, we ain't even gone Super Saiyan yet. As they went to go try to help Beta and them again. They realized like he just woken up, so he wasn't moving right. They was like, yeah, that's our chance to bring him down. So they went Super Saiyan, right? And went out there to get into fighting him. They was doing a good job. Fucking his ass up a little bit. Goten threw a blast at his ass and shit. Gamma and them was like, damn, they ain't too half bad. They was whooping their Cell's ass a little bit. They went around to his damn ass, right? And shot his ass. Then this when they realized, like, hey, number 2, don't they resemble us in a way? Yeah, the red one's cape's the splitting image of yours. He's like, do you remember what Dr. Hito said about when he was building us? He based our designs off a pair of cool heroes who happened to be his enemies at the time. Like, yeah, sure, it's all coming together. So they ran up to go assist him, right? That's when they all did the damn Captain Ginyu pose and went out there to go whoop his ass. They tried to do the Cyclone style tornado super hurricane. This the same one that they had did on this Dino dude, breaking his ass in half, the Dino android. Yeah, they hit Cell with that shit, right? And he went to the wall. They thought it got his ass. Nope, you already know that shit wasn't true. So he gets to charging at they ass. Fast as fuck, knocking they ass. Cracking they ass to the ground. Motherfucker was getting faster and shit. Because he was getting used to fighting. So right here is where they decide to do the fusion. As you can see, that shit wasn't in the damn movie when they had these suits on. They fucked up and became Gotens. Tried to run up, got fucked up. So this the part in the movie where all of them go fight and start getting on them a little bit. And like I said, they didn't show this fight with Beta number 2, where he was trying to fucking shoot and kill Trunks, but he was up there saving them people. Like I said, dude was watching that shit the whole time. And he liked that shit. So he was whooping his ass and shit, right? That's when Mai fell. And she had Dr. Gero's thing on him that they had stole from Dr. Jared, his ass right here. They stole it from him. So he grabs her, right? Then his ass starts shooting rockets at fucking Trunks. So he had to go save all these motherfucking people. So while he was shooting him and shit, his top half went off because that motherfucker got a mind of its own. That's when fucking Goten's pull up to help him while he go save Mai. So Trunks do this damn high pressure blast thing on him, right? Destroys the suit. That's when he gets her and he finally woe her ass over because during this arc, he kept trying to holler at her. And this is where she started officially liking Trunks as they do their little, superhero dance thing. And she was hoping to run into him again. Like I said, this is where he found out about them and he wanted to make Gamma and Gamma number 2. All right, this is another part that they left out the movie. So you remember when Piccolo was getting fucked up, right? Which went differently, but I'm finna go to this part real quick. So you remember when he started shooting the fuck out of him in the air? So that ain't in the movie. That's what made Gohan turn into Beast Gohan. But that shit ain't do it. As you can see, he fell down. My bad, he didn't fell down. He was in the air. That's when he was finna hit his ass with this, right? Beta number 1 had came through, right? And jumped straight in front of fucking Piccolo, exploding his ass. That's what made his ass do that shit. Snapping the fuck out, creating this big ass explosion. You see at the bottom, he becomes Beast Gohan. And after that, it pretty much went the same. Where Cell hit him, and he was like, that's it. Now it's my turn, and he kicked him, sending his ass flying. But that's where fucking Piccolo fucking falls, and we find out that you see Gamma number 1 saved him, and he was trying to wake his ass up. All right, y'all remember that part where fucking Krillin had jumped in and started helping them because they was all blasting Cell? So when instead of fucking him hitting Cell with the Destructo Disc, he cut his blast in half. Then he jumped into the fight. All right, if you turn the camera, this is where Piccolo became giant, right? The fight was a little bit different for him in this shit. In the movie, he was getting his ass beat the fuck up. But he was actually whooping his ass a little bit when he was in this form at first. So this is the part where he tried to give him the Sensu Beam, right? Because he wanted him to save the world. In the movie, he took that shit and he ate it, right? Hell no. Fucking Cell slapped that shit out his hand. Now, before I keep going, I'm gonna let y'all know, I never was a Gohan fan. But after this shit, I'm a Gohan fan. So the motherfucker got the whooping their ass, right? Whoop fucking Krillin and Android 18. So Gohan still wanted to go get the last Sensu Beam. He goes around him, tries to get the bitch, but Cell grabs his ass and slam him on the ground. Now, Bulma was finna take Pan and get her the fuck up out of there on her ship, but she was gone, as you can see at the bottom. So the Sensu Beam was finna fall off his shit, right? Gohan was like, no, I'll never find that abyss. He tries to hurry up and get up and go run. He was too tired. That's when you see Pan jumps the fuck off. He was like, huh? Pan! She just, oh no. And if y'all remember, she could never fly. But right here is where she came up and she officially started to fly. She's like, ha ha, I'm doing it. Daddy, I got the Sensu. Catch! Threw it at him. He was like, thanks, Pan. She smiled and he was like, he ate that motherfucker. And that's when he became Mystic Gohan. He told her to tell Bulma to move the ship a little further away and wait with her. He's like, okay, Daddy, fight real hard, okay? He put his hand up, he dipped. That's when I loved him. I'm like, okay, I fuck with you now. It's because of your daughter. Now back to the official fight with fucking Piccolo versus Cell. He was getting it in with his ass. Like, they both was getting it the fuck in. Before a motherfucker that got one hand, I don't give a fuck, bro. You ain't use no martial arts, none of that shit. You was in the damn martial arts tournament. You supposed to be hitting that damn left side that's open, bro. He nubbing your ass. Look at that shit. He nubbing you. He ended up getting his ass whooped, and he got his ass whooped worse than this shit. Look, bro was on his ass. He was on the ground. He grabbed him, started dragging him across the floor. Fucking Piccolo get up and try to hit him with that shit, which was in the movie. It just was fast as hell. That's when fucking his ass came through, and he was finna hit his ass. But you seen this in the movie too. It's just fast as hell. Then they got the blast in his ass. Now, you see all this colored pages shit behind me? That's all the art that they left out. Krillin chasing the car, this will be at the beginning of the movie where he got out of jail. Like, look, bro, they skipped this whole shit. This shit wasn't in the movie. And I know y'all remember when he pulled the gun out on him and shit. He told him, like, that shit ain't gonna work on me. Like I said, they left that shit the fuck out. But nah, for real, they should have just put this shit in there explaining why Gamma number 1 and 2 is superheroes. That shit, mostly, how the way they explain that shit in the manga, started because of these motherfuckers. He whooped they motherfucking ass and he was trying to figure out who the fuck whooped their ass. That's when he started the Furthermore's project. The Red Ribbon Army been fucking up here looking at him and shit, but he was able to get practice in and figure out how to get closer to his designs and make Gamma in them from him. Also from his grandpa too, but he never gave a fuck about that shit. See, he never gave a fuck about his goddamn grandpa's shit. He knows that shit, but he don't give a fuck about it. But nah, I feel like they probably gonna give this shit to you in the anime, but what I'm trying to tell y'all is this. It's damn near like fucking 3-4 continuities with this shit. You got the movies, you got the manga, and then you got the anime. It be always different events going on in all three. But how y'all feel about fucking Goten's being and Trunks being the Saiyaman? Me personally, I never liked Saiyaman, but I do like the little backstory that they gave for Gamma and Gamma number 2. What about y'all?